Pastor Matt Anderson here. I'm on vacation, but I'm glad to be able to connect with you via the powers of the digital sphere. And today, as we are continuing through our GiveAbility series and our GiveAbility challenge, I want to speak directly to you if you're new. If you're newer to Surprise, or if you're even a brand new guest today, we're so thrilled that you're with us. And sometimes, if you're new and you go to a church and they're talking about giving, you're like, oh great, I picked the wrong day to come, but nothing could be farther from the truth. If you're new, this is the very best day you could be here because you're in a community that is passionate about living a generous life, and you are going to hear, as we just talk about generosity, about the heart that powers this church's mission, and it's a beautiful, powerful thing. We don't believe at Surprise, we don't believe that generosity is something that increases when we make more money. In fact, even studies have shown us that as people tend to make more money, they tend to give less of it as a percentage. So those who have lower income tend to be more generous percentage-wise than those of a higher income. It's just kind of, I don't know why that is, but that is something that's true. And so generosity doesn't increase with income, it increases with our faith. As I learn to trust God rather than stuff, I don't wait to have more time, more money, more energy, more popularity, more Facebook followers to be able to do great things. I do the things that I can do with what God's given me right now. The time, energy, money, finances, home, car, whatever I have, I am going to find ways to be generous with it now, so that whatever I have in the future, hopefully more, I'll be able to be every bit as much, if not more, generous with that. We can't wait to have more to be generous, because eventually, when we have more, we'll be less generous if that's how we operate. So I'm glad you're here. A couple things I want to just share about our church in terms of how we cultivate generosity. Number one, we invest in people. We're offering right now a 6 weeks on money course. We don't make money on the course. It's a course that we have created with a separate company that's designed it for us. And so the fees that are part of it just go to that organization. But we invest in our people by providing resources like that, because we don't just want you to give money. We want you to learn how to manage everything God has given you and your finances. So in the 6 weeks on money course, you're going to learn 6 money moves, they're called, to better manage and handle and experience freedom in your life and finances. I would strongly recommend that course to you or to your family, your household, if you want to do it with some friends. Also, we use every dollar spent that is donated to Surprise to change lives. We don't own a building at this point in our history, and so every dollar we get, it unleashes programs that transform the city. It hires critical staff that mobilize and develop leaders and help make disciples and develop teams and organize ministry groups. Every dollar that is given to Surprise is very carefully used to change lives. And that's not something you can say about everything you can do with a buck. And so we just want to declare that loudly and proudly. We're good stewards with donations at Surprise. Third, we celebrate when you grow in generosity. This whole generosity challenge is our way of celebrating when people feel called and motivated and inspired to step forward to a new level of generosity. Has nothing to do with their income level, just a new level of generosity, a new way of generosity. And finally, fourth, we have your back at this church when you step out in faith to experience new levels of generosity. For example, on the handout in front of you, if you want to take the generosity challenge this month, the GiveAbility challenge, the Joy 10 experience is for practicing the biblical model of tithing. Now, we have your back if you want to try that. If you want to try it for 2 months just to experience what it's like to trust God in that way, and it's a bad experience, it's never happened, but if it was, we will give you 100% of every dollar you give, because we have your back. We have a give back promise for the Joy 10 experience. Another way we have your back is through the 100% March match that we do this time of year. If you want to set up an automatic giving plan, many people have never done that yet. We call it automating the important. We automate things in this day and age that are really important to us. We want to automate generosity. Not if I remember to do it, but it happens automatically. I prioritize it. If you set up a new automatic giving plan on our app or website, or you increase your current automatic giving plan, we will match 100% of all new digital automatic gifts. That's a cool way of having your back. We want it to feel like a double impact, and because we want to celebrate with you and have your back. So help us hit our goals this month. We shared our goals a little bit last week. We're aiming to unleash 10 brand new givers who've never given to a church before, or maybe never just given to Surprise Church before, we're having options. You can give through Surprise to the Crisis Care Chaplaincy. You can give directly towards our Emergency Assistance Fund, which helps people in extreme circumstances of need. You can give towards our Mercy Box. You can give towards our Camp Kindness adventure. You can give towards our general budget, our church planting budget. You can give a first-time gift. Any one of those is perfectly wonderful. We'll celebrate. Just step over that line. Likewise, you can go to the other end of the spectrum and give an extravagant gift. If you've never done so, let's say you just sold a property and you have to figure out, what am I going to do with this extra fund that I have? Or you're a college kid and you just found $50 and you can't find whose it is, and so you just want to give it away. That's an extravagant gift for a college student. Consider, if you can't find out whose $50 bill it is and you've just got to do something, you can give it towards one of those things that's an extravagant gift. I dare you, in closing, I dare you to step out in faith this month and see what God does. If you're inspired by joy, I want to challenge you to take one step forward today. Fill out this form, turn it in, either with the offering or to an usher as you come forward, or send us an email and let us know the level you want to jump up to. And only do it if you're inspired by joy. No guilt allowed. No one is allowed to give it Surprise unless they're excited and doing it out of joy. Turn it in today and we will celebrate with you. We have a gift to send you in the mail if you step up to one of these steps. And we just want to thank you for taking the GiveAbility Challenge.